Hey family, this is Sister Speaks Life. I'm Susie, and we are here today at this beautiful gallery. Can you share with us?
Yes, hi everybody. We're here at Labelle Art Gallery at 123 Kings Highway to support our beautiful sister Sara Cepeda. She has a book signing, so please come out and support. She's beautiful. The book is great.
There's great art here too, so come out and check it out.
Absolutely.
I've never been here and I'm loving it.
Isn't it beautiful?
Yes, it's beautiful. So please, if you have the opportunity, please come out. Not only to support Sara, but also support this awesome gallery.
Yes, you will not be disappointed.
Awesome. Today we have here Sara Cepeda. Oh my God, Sara. I just want to say congratulations to you. I am excited for you. And it's cool because I've gotten to know you from our previous job.
Right.
But I didn't really know you, right? So it was just, hello. You know how we do with people, right, guys?
Yeah.
Simple little hello. But I did, as the year went by, and then I started seeing you a little more in our area. I was like, okay. So I started hearing some things. So I was like excited and waiting to see what was going to happen. I did hear you had a book. So I said, okay, so when the time comes, we definitely want to take the time to speak with you, share with you. And so before we even go any further, Sara Cepeda, please tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so I am a empowerment speaker as well as a certified life coach, and as you mentioned, a newly published author, which I'm really excited about. And I just, because of the experiences that I've had in my life, I just want to empower women, adolescent girls, to know that whatever they've been through, they can get past it and move on to be victorious.
And that is beautiful, because that's exactly Sister Speaks Life mission, is to empower, encourage, and motivate our women, no matter what age, no matter what culture, to step out, to allow God to use you in those areas. So I'm excited.
I am too.
I'm even more excited just to see where God is going to take you from this point on. Sara, you have a book. Can you please share about your book?
This is my book, Tapping Into Your Inner Beauty, Let It Shine From Within. And it's actually a book I co-authored. There are other authors on it.
Okay.
And it's a motivational book, a self-help type of book, and it is geared towards women and girls. And it's just about empowerment, about learning to love yourself, about growth.
And we need that.
Yes.
We need that, because if you look around society, a lot of young ladies right now, sometimes they don't even have the correct direction. They don't have the guidance to show, you're beautiful. You are fearfully and wonderfully made.
Exactly.
And I believe, even as I sit here with you, I'm believing that God is doing something. He's awakening us ladies, us females, to rise up and realize that He created you uniquely.
Exactly.
You don't have to look like someone else. You don't have to act like someone else. You be you, yourself, your true self. If He created you that way, it's because He took the time to design you, correct?
Exactly, and He has a purpose for you. No matter what you may be going through, you may feel like you're the only one experiencing the struggles you're having. You may feel like there's something wrong with you. There is nothing wrong with you. You are God's perfect creation. And that's what I want women to know.
Yes, ladies, listen. Hi, Evie. Hi, Lisa.
Hi.
She says, hello, beautiful ladies. And thank you for tuning in, for checking us out. I want to ask you, is this your first book?
Yes, this is my first endeavor into the world of writing, and I'm just very excited about it. I was very transparent about some of my experiences in the book, and I just want it to be a tool to help other women.
Wonderful. We're actually here on set.
Yes,
okay?
Come join us.
Where she's actually going to have this book signing going on. This is it. It's here in Haddonfield, New Jersey.
Yes.
Can you say the name of the location?
Labelle Art Gallery will be here till 5 p.m. So come out, get your book, get it signed. Look at some fabulous art. Her prices are reasonable. It's beautiful in here.
It is really amazing. I wish I could take the
Marlene.
camera. Hi, Marlene. I wish I could take the camera and go around, but what I'll do is I'll just get a couple of pictures so you guys can see.
Even right back here is
just
beautiful
behind
stuff.
us, there's some beautiful stuff.
And she even has smaller things like magnets, coffee cups. So there's something for everyone.
Oh yeah, this is a good gifting store, guys. If you want to check it out. Now, she calls it a store gallery.
Gallery.
I want to say it
Gallery.
right. Okay. So it's a beautiful gallery.
Yes.
And it's a perfect place if you want to get someone a little gift. Definitely come here. I just finished asking Sara if this was her first book. What was the experience in writing the first book? Because is it challenging?
It was challenging, yes, but more so because it wasn't challenging the actual writing, because I had so much inside me that I wanted to get out. So that part wasn't challenging. What I did find to be challenging was I'm very transparent in this book, and I had an issue with that in my mind, because I felt like, okay, how transparent do I really want to be? Because, you know, people can be judgy sometimes.
Wow.
So I was a little afraid of what people might think of some of the things I wrote, and I had to pray about it.
Okay.
And I, you know, after praying about it, I realized that I needed to write those things.
Okay.
Because it's going to help somebody who's experiencing the same challenges.
That's right. And I'm glad you said that, because that was actually one of my questions. Because it's true. Sometimes you're worried about the other person or the reader, or like you said earlier, what people are going to think about you. But when God says, put it down.
Exactly.
Lay it down. Why? Because it could be helping someone else. So it's an empowerment book.
Exactly.
So you're going to help other people through it. And I can't wait to read it. I haven't had a chance to read it, but I can't wait to read it, because I love empowerment books.
I do too.
That's what it, okay.
Yes, I do too. I just have a heart. I've always had a heart for helping people.
Okay.
And which actually started when I was very young. Just a quick story.
Go ahead.
When I was 8, my family moved to a new town. So I had to go to a new school. And, you know, when you're new in the school, you just want to make friends. And there was one girl in particular who wanted to be my friend. But she wasn't. She was like an outcast in the school. You know how mean kids can be. And I remember going home and telling my mom, Mommy, she wants to be my friend, but she doesn't have a lot of friends, and I don't want to play with her. I just want to, you know, be with the cool kids. And my mother told me, you know, you should be her friend. You should play with her, because how would you feel if nobody wanted to be your friend? And I did go play with her, and we ended up being friends for years. And that lesson from my mother has stayed with me for my whole life. So I've always had a heart to help people. And now I've been in the social services field for almost 17 years. So that has just increased my desire to help people and to see people go beyond where they're at and get out of bad or negative situations that they're in, to grow and thrive. All of us have something in us that God gave us, and sometimes it's hard to see what that is. So,
wow. And thank God for mothers, right?
yes,
There always
yes,
is this-
I love you, Mom.
Yes. Those wonderful advice, that wonderful advice to just teach us.
Right, exactly.
Okay? We don't have to be like the others. Like you said, you wanted to be with the cool kids. But, you know, God says no.
Right, exactly.
You know, reach that one that no one reaches. And that's what it's all about. Reaching the one that no one reaches. He says the widows, the those that don't have you know, the people who are basically lonely.
Right.
Reach out for those people. You don't even know what you can do in the life of those people.
Yes.
I'm glad you decided to listen to Mom, because listening to Mom, like you said, now you got to know her.
Right.
You were able to know her. You became good friends.
Right.
And I encourage that, because never judge a book by its cover.
Exactly.
Okay? And I think we do that often, and we shouldn't. I'm glad I had an opportunity to meet you, because it's, you know, I didn't know you, but I can't tell you I judged you, because I didn't know you, and I don't like to do that.
Right.
But it's a wonderful opportunity. Now people can hear you and really get to know you.
Right.
So in this journey now, this is what's going to happen. More doors are going to open. And that transparency part is going to continue to come out. So that's how it is, and we just have
It's
to be
challenging,
prepared.
but I'm up for the challenge.
Yes.
I know the Lord has good things in store for me and everybody who hears my voice.
Amen.
'Cause that was the reason I went through my battles. So,
Wonderful. Okay, so guys, tapping into your inner beauty.
Yes.
This is Sara Cepeda, right?
Cepeda, yes.
Cepeda's book. And today is her book signing. So let's encourage her. Let's give her some thumbs up. Let's give her some love. Basically, this is what it's all about. We're not here because Susie wants to be here, Sara wants to be here. It's all about empowering you, encouraging you, and about others. Just continuing to just be those cheerleaders for you guys to say, come on, you can do it.
You can do it.
There is something inside of you, and God just wants to bring it out.
Exactly.
Like Sara said, she has so much inside of her. But Sara, when you say you had a lot inside of you, but at what point did you decide, I want to write a book of encouragement?
Well, honestly, I've wanted to write a book for over 10 years. And fear was holding me back. Because I felt like, who am I to write a book? Who's going to listen to me? Who wants to hear what I have to say? But God just kept tugging at my heart. You need to do this. You need to do this. And finally I said, you know what? I'm not going to worry about the process. I'm not going to worry about the details. I'm just going to start writing. And I know that God's going to make a way, because this is something He put in me. It wasn't something I made up in my own head. You know what I mean?
Right.
And whenever God puts something on your heart, you might not see it, but He's going to make a way for it to come to be.
All right.
So finally, I just started writing. I just started writing, and I actually saw something on Facebook that connected me with the publisher.
Wonderful.
And there we go. Like I said, God makes a way.
You heard it. So what about that person that is sitting on a dream of writing a book?
Don't sit, just write. Don't worry about how you're going to sound. Don't worry about what people are going to think. Don't worry about publishing. Just start writing, because all that stuff can be ironed out. That's what they make editors for if you're not the best writer. That's what they make search engines like Google for, to find publishers. All you have to do is put yourself out there. You'll find a publisher. But the most important thing is just start writing. Because if you don't write it, then you're definitely never going to have a book. You have to start writing.
That's right. And you said it was 10 years that you had it just sitting?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. 10 years. 10 years. I mean, I just really have a heart, especially for women and girls who have self-esteem issues, because that's what I suffered with for more than 20 years of my life. I had self-esteem issues. And when I finally was released of that, it was like, oh my gosh, this burden is lifted off of me. I hated my hair when I was growing up. Now you see I'm rocking a wild fro, and I love it. You know what I mean? And it's just such a feeling of freedom, and just, I can't even explain. It's like a heavy burden is just lifted off of you when you can let go of that and really start to love and embrace who God made you to be. No, you're not going to be perfect. Nobody is. No, everybody's not going to like you. No, everybody's not going to think you're the best thing walking down the street. But you don't have to be. You're not here for everybody.
That's right. So. Oh, this girl, she's talking, and I'm sure many of you that are watching this right now are saying, she had a self-esteem issue? What? No. And it's true. People don't know what is in the surface and the struggles.
Exactly.
And I'm so glad that you're touching on these topics, because young ladies, especially our young ladies, need to hear this. Because you are, and again, I love the scripture, fearfully and wonderfully.
Yes.
So, you're beautiful, and I'm glad you're talking about it, tapping into your inner beauty, because there's so much more to us just the surface.
Exactly.
So I believe this book is saying that to us. There's more to that. There's more to the outside cover. Let's dig deep inside, because I know that you have so much more to offer. We all have so much to offer. Men too.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
We're not gonna keep you guys out the loop, Robert. We're not gonna keep you guys out the loop. I was listening to something today, and I've just been loving the speaker. And one of the things she says, we're not saying that men can't do, and that we're dismissing the man. The man, God placed the man in our lives, but we're coming alongside of men, and we're now rising up and saying, hey, I have a voice too.
Exactly.
We have a voice too. And together, we're going to be so much stronger. Because, hey, when he created Adam, it wasn't just Adam by himself, right?
Exactly.
He decided, let's bring Eve. So now, he put them both on the land. So we're here together, and while we're together, we can all roar for one another.
Yes.
So I was listening, and I was like, ooh, yes, I'll take it. And again, I thank you. Thank you for being transparent. In your transparency, I did have a question. Was there a certain topic that was hard for you to write about? Like,
yes,
you did mention something, but
yes,
is there a specific thing?
Yes, there was something specific. I mean, I was very open about things that happened in my childhood, and I'm writing another book, so that there's even more transparency in that, because that one is all me. But one thing that specifically I was very leery about writing about, and I have to be honest, there's been several people at the job who purchased the book.
Okay.
And after they purchased it, I was looking over the book, because I'm going to do a reading today too. So I was looking through the book, and I was reading, and I was like, oh my gosh, people at my job are going to read that. And that's that I struggled with alcohol for years.
Okay.
And nobody would ever, like, my family members knew, immediate family knew, but anybody out in public wouldn't know, because I was a functioning alcoholic. I still got up and went to work every day. You never would know. So putting that down on paper and knowing that people were going to see it, it was like, okay, do I really want to share that? Because I don't want people looking down on me and thinking negatively of me. But again, I just felt like there's other people who are having that same struggle. And people look at me, I've had people tell me, oh my God, your life is so together. And for years, people were telling me that. And at that time, I was feeling like I was a complete mess. Wow. So I had to put it in the book, because I wanted somebody else to know you're not a complete mess. You're human, and as a human, we're flawed. But guess what? You don't have to stay that way. You can be victorious. You can move forward and come out of that. So that was the thing that was really difficult for me to share.
I find that in writing, there's healing as well.
Yes.
Did you find that during your process of writing that part?
Definitely.
Did you cry a lot during your writing?
Did. When I reread the chapter after I finished it, I did cry several times, because it was, just getting to that point where I could put it on paper in itself was like therapy. But then actually putting it down, it just, like I said, it was such a feeling of release, a feeling of freedom, a feeling like, okay, thank you, God. I've let go of all that, and now I can move forward in the purpose that you have me here for. So it was definitely very liberating.
Wow. I'm very happy for you.
Thank you.
Because in the process of writing books, or even writing, you can actually receive healing.
Yes.
I've experienced it. Our sister has experienced it. And one of the things that I would encourage you to do, write things down on paper. Instead of just talking, where you feel like there's no results, take the time to write it out. And when you write it to God.
Yes.
I remember taking a journal and just writing things to God. I would say, dear God.
I did that too.
Wow. As we're speaking, I'm like, ooh, there's a lot in common here.
Yes.
And that's, you have to do that. Take the time. I learned that years ago. It's like, just write, dear God, and express yourself to Him in the way you would a brother or sister, a father.
Exactly.
He is your Heavenly Father. So express yourself to Him, and you will receive that healing,
Definitely.
that inner peace that you need. And who knows, that journal that you have might turn into a book. Right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Do you find that things that you wrote in your journal today are in your writing?
Yes, because I was writing about things that I was struggling with. Hey, Cheryl. I was writing about things that I was struggling with.
Yes.
So it's therapy. And there may be times where you feel like God isn't listening to you. God doesn't hear you. He hears you. He's listening. He cares about even the minute things that we think are irrelevant to Him. He created us. He loves us. He's our Father. He wants to know everything that's happening with us. And He wants us to talk to Him about everything.
Yes. And I always say with that, He's not only the God of the big things, but He's God of the little things. Because we kind of put Him in this box that, oh, He's not going to listen to me. That's not important. Well, everything that concerns you concerns Him.
Exactly.
So remember that. And guys, we are here in Haddonfield.
Yes.
Can you repeat the name of the gallery one more time?
Labelle Art Gallery. It's at 123 Kings Highway East. And she has some great items. Please come out. We'll be here until 5 p.m. She's open till 6. The book signing is from 2 to 5. So come out, get your book, get it autographed, look at some art. It's beautiful in here.
If you have never been here, I suggest please come out to this place. This is my first time, and I'm in love. There's so many beautiful things. This art is amazing. The pieces she has here are amazing. It could be a special gift for someone. And we thank her for giving you the opportunity.
I'm very appreciative
To have this book signing here today. So, guys, let's continue to support Sara. Let's continue to support others that are out there stepping out in faith, because it takes courage to do this. Okay? And so you took a lot of courage. It took courage, and I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you.
And I just want to congratulate you once again. Again, her book is called Tapping Into Your Inner Beauty. All right, guys? Let it shine from within. From within.
Yes, let it out.
All right. Now, did you get... that's not how I want to pose that question, but do you believe in writer's block?
Yes, I do believe in writer's block. I actually, in my second book, I haven't written anything in 2 months. And part of that has been because I've been busy prepping for this. But part of it has been writer's block. Because there's so much inside that you want to get out. But it's like, okay, well, how do I put this on paper? Or again, you deal with, do I really want to be that transparent? Because that's, I mean, even though you pray about it, but it's still a struggle as a human being. Do I want to share that? So yeah, I do believe in writer's block, definitely.
Well, you guys have to get this book. This one. And then you got to get the second one.
Yes.
Okay. Now, did you find that writing this one, you said, oh, I'm definitely writing a second one. You already were you putting stuff away for the second book?
Definitely, yes.
Okay.
Because there was, I mean, I did share in this book, but I only did a portion of the book. And there was so much more that I wanted to share and to, you know, to give women upliftment and empowerment and, you know, to help people. So yeah, definitely. I already knew as soon as I was writing that one, okay, this is going to be in my second book.
Wonderful. So there's going to be a second book written by Sara Cepeda. So make sure you follow her. Make sure you check her out. Her story is amazing. Okay, so far from what I've heard, I'm excited. I want to dig in. Apparently you have, it says, there's other women back here.
Yes, there's 13 other authors on the book.
So there's 13 other authors on there.
Yes.
So.
And all of the authors are transparent and really share a lot about themselves. Everybody had the same goal in writing this book, which was to empower women and to let women know that you can go beyond your circumstances. So.
This is awesome. This is just a testimony to what women can do.
Oh, look at this.
All right. All together. For those who can't get the book signing, how can we acquire the book? Is there a website or a store?
Yes, there is a website. The website is www.sarajcepeda.com, and I'll spell that out for you. It's SARAHJCEPEDA. www.sarajcepeda.com.
And I'll be sure to put that on our next post on Sister Speaks Life. That way you guys can get the book. Also, Sara, are you available for speaking engagements?
Oh, yes, definitely. Speaking engagements, summits, life coaching, I'm available.
Okay, and is that the same way they can get a hold of you, or is there a number?
Yes, there is a phone number. The phone number is 877-296-6266. And I'm also on Instagram as Coach Sara J. Cepeda, on Twitter as Coach Sara J, and of course I'm on Facebook, Sara J. Cepeda, and I also have Facebook for the business itself, which is Broken Chains LLC.
Wonderful, wonderful. Wow, while you were speaking, I had a question. It's like, don't slip. But it was slipping. Okay, yes, you said you're a coach. Now, what do you do in that?
Well, with my coaching, it's basically to help people reach specific goals that they're maybe mentally blocked from reaching.
Okay, that's excellent. And so, let's say I have a block in writing a book. Is that you're also going to help in those areas?
Yes, I can definitely help in that area too.
That's good stuff to know, guys.
Yes. Call me.
Yes, give her a call. Check her out. Check her out on Facebook. Sara Cepeda.
Yes.
SARAHCE.
Nope, you forgot the J.
Oh,
Sara J. Cepeda. It's on Facebook, it's Sara J. Cepeda or Broken Chains LLC. The website is www.sarajcepeda.com, and the phone number is 877-296-6266.
All right. Writing a book takes time and dedication. Okay. How long did it take for this book to be written?
It It was less than a year. I think it was a quicker process because there were so many people who contributed to it. So it was a quicker process.
Okay, good. And you guys have topics from, let's say, all right, love yourself, beautiful.
Yes.
I love it. Do not let Goliath defeat you.
Yes, that's me.
Oh, all right. Living a confident life. First impression, your experience of me, and why appearance matters.
So we touch on inner and outer beauty.
Okay. I am beauty. I really like that.
Yes.
You are beautiful. That's the theme, ladies. And also confidence in the single woman.
Yes, that's important.
All right.
Being a single lady, I can attest to
Yes. Flex your emotions.
Yes.
You are so much more than less than.
I love that one. I love it.
Wonderful.
I love it. I love it.
She's not going to tell you what it's about because you got to
Yes, get the book.
Embracing your spiritual identity.
Yes.
I like that. Purposefully visible, overcoming shame. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
We shouldn't be in bondage to the
Exactly.
past. Let's move forward, but you do have to overcome those obstacles
Yes.
and leave the self-blame. Forgive yourself first and foremost, guys.
Yes.
All right? Self-concept, self-esteem, and forgiveness. Inner gifts. This is awesome. There's so much to offer in this book.
Yes, there really is.
So it's a must that you get tapping into your inner beauty. Okay?
Yes.
Let it shine from within. Awesome, awesome. Now, because of the time that it takes, the dedication, you have family, you have children?
I don't have children. I'm single, no children.
What? Okay, so no one was knocking on your door saying,
Mommy, help me. No.
That's a good thing.
Yes, definitely.
So definitely I can see the second book coming out in no time.
I'm hoping for the end of this year.
Wow.
That's what I'm shooting for.
Okay, I was told that once you write one, that's it. Then you can write so many others.
I don't know. I know I got one more in me. I don't know about after that.
I believe she's going to have many more. So guys, let's watch her, okay? Because it's going to happen. It's going to be more because there, like you said, there's so much inside of you.
Right.
And every time you're writing in one area, those other thoughts are already coming for the next
Manifesting,
one.
yes.
And it's so cool because I've seen it happen where it's like, ooh, that's not going to fit there.
Mm-hmm, but I'm going to put it over
But
here.
let me put it over
Yes.
here already. So then now you already have something else saved, another document saved, because that's going to go in that section.
Exactly.
Can we get an idea of what your next book is going to be about?
My next book is basically the same thing. It's self-esteem, motivation, empowerment.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel very strongly about that because
Okay.
of what I went through.
Right.
So it's going to be along the same lines.
Okay. Guys, if you just tuned in, we are here. Oh, Marlene Ramos. She
Hey,
says,
Mar!
I can't wait to get my copy today. That's
I can't wait to see you.
All right. Come on down, guys. We're here in Haddonfield, New Jersey. Again, repeat the name.
Labelle Art Gallery. It's at 123 Kings Highway East.
Okay. Has your family been supportive in writing, as you've been writing this book, or?
Yeah, my family was supportive. I didn't really talk about it a whole lot. So, I told them, of course, I'm going to write this, I'm going to contribute to this book. They were supportive, but since I wasn't talking about it a lot, it wasn't something that came up a lot.
Okay.
And because I was so transparent in the book, I actually was a little bit nervous about sharing it, particularly with my parents.
Okay.
So before it actually was put into the book, I did share it with them, and they were both supportive. My mother, she gave me the reaction I expected, which was, hey, that was your experience, that's how you felt,
Right.
it's okay. My father, I was more nervous actually about letting him read the chapter than I was about showing my mother, because I wasn't sure what his reaction would be. He's mellowed out a lot in his old age. I love you, Dad. He's mellowed out a lot in his old age, but he wasn't always that mellow. So I kind of was like, okay, I'm not sure how he's going to feel about this. But when I finally let him read it, he was like, oh, this is great, it's well written. And he actually encouraged me to make little booklets and distribute them to women who wouldn't otherwise have access to it, like in prisons, homeless shelters,
wow.
things of that nature. So yes, my family was very supportive. I really have a great family. I'm very, very blessed.
Very
and I appreciate it so much.
Awesome. I can't wait till it gets out into the prison system. Okay?
Yes, I'm definitely going to work on that because I thought that was a great idea, and it definitely can be a blessing to some people. So
I actually heard this today by this person I was listening to, that her book went out to the military women. Okay? It's called Lioness.
oh, nice. I love the title.
And the thing is that there's a lioness within us women.
Waiting
Okay?
to escape.
Waiting to escape. and the beauty of that was that she said she got a phone call, and it was a military sergeant that gave her a call, and he says, we're not winning the war because we can't reach the women. And so he says, but we want to take your book and use it to teach the women that they're a lioness, okay, fierce, all right? Even in your sweetness, you're still fierce, okay?
Exactly.
So I was like, wow, that is so cool. So as you're speaking, you say your dad says going to the prison system, wherever it would go. Yes, it can happen. And I know we're going to walk in faith. We're going to believe it.
Yes,
Okay, you're going to do that little portion like you said, and you're just going to keep sharing.
Yes, I am.
Okay,
Definitely.
guys, wow, this is awesome. Let's continue to support Sara. I'm excited for you.
Thank you. I'm very excited. I'm a firm believer that God blesses us so that we can be a blessing to other people. So that's what I want to do.
All right. That being said, what was the first book that ever inspired you?
The first book that ever inspired me was actually a book called Clan of the Cave Bear, and the author's name is Jean M. Auel, A-U-E-L. And why I love that book so much, I read it when I was about 18. My father gave it to me, actually. He's an avid reader. And I love that book because it's about a strong woman. It's a little girl. Her family dies during the Ice Age, and she ends up getting picked up by another clan who are total opposites. She's Nordic, tall, thin, blonde hair, blue eyes, and they're, what we would typically see, cavemen. So they didn't want to take her in because they thought she was a curse because she looked so different. And the mother of the leader of the tribe insisted that they take her because she was out in the world alone. And they took her, but she endured a lot of abuse, hardship throughout the course of her life. And eventually they actually kicked her out of the clan, and she had to go off on her own. And she just was strong, independent, just everything that I felt I wanted to be, and everything that I felt a woman should be. And I just was so inspired by that book. And to the point that I said, if I ever have a daughter, I'm going to name her Ayla because I want her to be like this Ayla. So that was the first book, and to this day, that's my favorite book.
Beautiful, beautiful. There are books that will change your life.
Yes.
I have one of my own, but I'm not going to say because it's not about me, it's about her. Right? But definitely, when you can dig into a book that is just going to help you and educate you and take you from where you are to another level, I think that's powerful.
Yes.
So I believe that this book right here is going to do just that for those women that are still struggling with self-esteem,
Yes.
with the issue of just looking at yourself as beautiful. You are beautiful.
Yes,
you
you
are fearfully and wonderfully made. And to the fellas, God created you too with a plan and a purpose.
Yes.
You're awesome. You're amazing. Step up, rise up, and watch us ladies as we also step up and rise up with you. We're not here alone. And while we're here, we have to continue to encourage each other.
Yes, definitely.
And that's what this is all about. At the end, we have to help one another.
Yes.
We're not going to get to the other side, unless I'm grabbing your
Right,
hand
exactly.
and saying, let's go.
Exactly.
So let's continue to support each other. And is there anything you want to say to that girl, that man that's out there that, again, is sitting on that dream?
I want to say to read Philippians 4:13 and believe it. I can do anything through Christ who strengthens me. You don't have to do things on your own strength, on your own power. You have to rely on God. Pray, put your faith in God, and you can achieve anything.
All right. Guys, if you just tuned in, this is Sara J. Cepeda, and she has written the book, Tapping Into Your Inner Beauty. Let it shine from within, along with how many other women again?
13.
13 other
Yes.
women. So there is strength in numbers.
Yes,
and
exactly.
I love that.
I love it.
I love it. So let's continue to strengthen each other. Let's continue to encourage each other. Let's continue to empower one another,
Yes.
because there is strength in numbers. We have some people already walking through, and they're coming by to check out Sara today as she is having her book signing.
Yes.
Are you going to have other book signing events, so in case people can't make it to this one?
This is the only one for this book. When my next book comes out, then I'll have a few.
All
But
right.
this is the only one for this one.
Hit 'em
So,
up.
yes, if you can't come to the book signing, you can always go to my website. Thank you, Cherie. You can always go to my website, www.sarajcepeda.com, and you can order there.
Wonderful, wonderful. We're not going to stay long because I know that people are coming in. She has to talk to some folks. But again, let's celebrate Sara today. Let's continue to celebrate her throughout the week. Let's just continue to encourage her because she's on book number 2.
Yes,
and
I'm
I
working on
can't wait to see that. And we're just excited for you. Again, congratulations. Sister Speaks Life celebrating
Yes,
you
thank
today,
you,
all right?
thank you.
And thank you guys for tuning in, for taking time just to hit this video. If you just tuned in, I suggest you rewind,
Yes.
okay?
Watch the whole thing.
Watch the whole thing. This girl has so much to give. Like she said, there's so much inside of her that she wants to share. But trust me, you want to get her book, okay? So, again, we're in Haddonfield, New Jersey.
Labelle Art Gallery, 123 Kings Highway East, and we'll be here from 2 to 5 p.m. for the book signing.
All right, guys. So, as we always say in Sister Speaks Live, from the north to the south, the east, and the west, remember, you are fearfully and wonderfully made. God loves you, and so do we.